So welcome to the next part of continuity and differentiability. This is the first lecture on my second series on continuity and differentiability. Here you will learn how to differentiate composite functions using the chain rule, and you will also be introduced to derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. So coming to question 1, differentiate root a squared minus x squared by a squared plus x squared with respect to x. So we can write root a squared minus x squared by a squared plus x squared as a squared minus x squared by a squared plus x squared raised to half. So dy by dx will be, now d dx of x raised to half is half x raised to minus half. So it will be half into a squared minus x squared by a squared plus x squared raised to minus half into d dx of a squared minus x squared by a squared plus x squared. So I will just change the view here slightly. So this becomes half into a squared minus x squared by a squared plus x squared raised to minus half. You will use the quotient rule here. So that will be a squared plus x squared the whole squared. And numerator will be v u dash minus u v dash a squared plus x squared into d dx of a squared minus x squared minus a squared minus x squared into d dx of a squared plus x squared. That will be half into a squared plus x squared by a squared minus x squared raised to half into the denominator is a squared plus x squared the whole squared. Numerator is a squared plus x squared into minus 2x minus a squared minus x squared into 2x. So that is half into a squared plus x squared by a squared minus x squared raised to half. You get minus, when you open the bracket, you get minus 4x a squared by a squared plus x squared raised to half. So when you simplify, the 2 gets cancelled, you get minus 2x a squared plus x squared raised to 2 will cancel with a squared plus x squared raised to half. You get a squared plus x squared raised to 3 by 2, and this is a squared minus x squared raised to half. Now coming back to the next question, differentiate with respect to x sin x plus x squared by cot 2x. We will apply the quotient rule here. So your denominator will be cot squared 2x. Numerator will be v, that is cot 2x into, I will again change the view back here. Cot 2x, denominator is cot squared 2x. Numerator is cot 2x into derivative of sin x plus x squared, which is cos x plus 2x. Minus sin x plus x squared into derivative of cot 2x is minus cos x squared 2x into derivative of 2x, which is 2. So when you open the bracket, you get cot 2x cos x by cot squared 2x plus cot 2x into 2x by cot squared 2x. You get minus into minus plus 2 into sin x plus x squared cos x squared 2x by cot squared 2x. Now cos x squared 2x by cot squared 2x, when you simplify, you will get sin squared 2x by cot squared is sin squared by cos squared. So ultimately you get it as cot squared is cos squared by sin squared. So the sin squared 2x gets cancelled. You get 1 by cos squared 2x, which is secant squared 2x. So dy by dx will give you cot x by cot 2x, 1 cot 2x will get cancelled, plus 2x by cot 2x, plus 2 into sin x plus x squared into secant squared 2x. You can combine it and write it as cos x plus 2x into tan 2x, plus 2 sin x plus x squared into secant squared 2x. Next question, differentiate with respect to x root x squared plus 1 plus root x squared minus 1 by root x squared plus 1 minus root x squared minus 1. We will first rationalize it, try to simplify it. So we will multiply and divide by root x squared plus 1 plus root x squared minus 1 on both sides. So the numerator is a plus b the whole squared, and denominator is a plus b into a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. So that is x squared plus 1 minus x squared minus 1. When you expand this, you get root x squared plus 1, which is the whole squared, which is x squared plus 1 plus x squared minus 1 plus 2ab, that is 2 root x squared plus 1 into x squared minus 1 by 2. So that will give you 2x squared, the minus 1 gets cancelled, plus 2 root a plus b into a minus b is a squared minus b squared. So I get x raised to 4 minus 1 by 2. So this will give you x squared plus root x raised to 4 minus 1, and when you simplify, you get it as dy by dx will be 2x plus derivative of root x raised to 4 minus 1 is 1 by 2 root x raised to 4 minus 1 into d dx of x raised to 4 minus 1. That is 2x plus 4x cubed by 2 root x raised to 4 minus 1, which will give you 2x plus 2x cubed by root x raised to 4 minus 1. Question 4. If fx equal to root sec x minus 1 by sec x plus 1, find f dash x and f dash pi by 3. So you can write sec x as 1 by cos x minus 1. So it becomes root of 1 by cos x minus 1 by 1 by cos x plus 1. Taking the LCM, you get root 1 minus cos x by 1 plus cos x. Now cos 2x is 2 cos squared x minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sin squared x. So this will become root of 1 minus cos x will become 2 sin squared x by 2, and 1 plus cos x will become 2 cos squared x by 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled, you get root of tan squared x by 2, which is tan x by 2. So f dash x will be secant squared x by 2 into half, or half secant squared x by 2. I need to find f dash pi by 3. That will be half secant squared pi by 6. You are putting x as pi by 3. And cos pi by 6 is cos 30, which is root 3 by 2. So sec pi by 6 is 2 by root 3, or secant squared pi by 6 is 4 by root 3. So simplifying, you get f dash pi by 3 is 2 by 3. Next question. Find the derivative of 1 minus sin x by 1 plus cos x at x equal to pi by 2. So we find dy by dx, that is u by v rule 1 plus cos x the whole squared. Numerator is 1 plus cos x into derivative of minus sin x, which is minus cos x, minus 1 minus sin x into derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So when I simplify, I get this will be cos x minus cos squared x plus sin x minus sin squared x by 1 plus cos x the whole squared. You can write it as minus cos x plus sin x minus in bracket cos squared x plus sin squared x by 1 plus cos x the whole squared. That will give you minus cos x plus sin x minus cos squared x plus sin squared x is 1 by 1 plus cos x the whole squared. So dy by dx at x equal to pi by 2 will be cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1, that is 1 minus 1 by 1, which is 0. Next question. You have to find the derivative of, y equal to root 1 minus sin 2x by 1 plus sin 2x. Prove that dy by dx plus secant squared pi by 4 minus x equal to 0. So we are going to simplify. We will multiply numerator and denominator. We are going to write 1 as sin squared x plus cos squared x. So this will give you sin squared x plus cos squared x minus sin 2x is 2 sin x cos x by sin squared x plus cos squared x plus 2 sin x cos x. That will give you, now this numerator is a minus b the whole squared. So it is root of cos x minus sin x the whole squared. Denominator is a plus b the whole squared. So it is root of cos x plus sin x the whole squared. When I take out the square root, I get y as cos x minus sin x by cos x plus sin x. Divide numerator and denominator by cos x. So I get 1 minus tan x by 1 plus tan x. Now you can write 1 as tan pi by 4. So you get tan pi by 4 minus tan x by 1 plus this tan x I will write as 1 into tan x, that is tan pi by 4 into tan x. Now this is of the form tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. So y is tan pi by 4 minus x. So dy by dx will be minus secant squared pi by 4 minus x. Derivative of tan is secant squared pi by 4 minus x into derivative of minus x, which is minus 1. So I get minus secant squared pi by 4 minus x. Next question. Now we have derivatives of, before that we come to derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. Derivative of sine inverse x is 1 by root 1 minus x squared, where x belongs to the open interval minus 1 to 1. d dx of cos inverse x is minus 1 by root 1 minus x squared, where x belongs to the open interval minus 1 to 1. So the only difference between derivative of sine inverse and cos inverse x is sine inverse x the derivative is positive, cos inverse x derivative is negative. Again, derivative of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x squared, where x belongs to R. d dx of cot inverse x is minus 1 by 1 plus x squared, where x belongs to R. Again, they only differ by a minus sign, derivative of tan inverse and cot inverse. Derivative of sec inverse x, you can either write it as 1 by x root x squared minus 1, where mod x greater than 1, or 1 by x root x squared minus 1, where x greater than 1. Whether you put the mod x or not is fine. If you again d dx of cosec inverse x, you can write it as minus 1 by x mod x root x squared minus 1, where mod x is greater than 1, or minus 1 by x root x squared minus 1, where x greater than 1. So the only difference between derivative of sec inverse and cosec inverse is that they differ by a minus sign. Now coming to the next question, find the domain of differentiability of cos inverse x and cot inverse x. Domain of differentiability of cos inverse x is minus 1 to 1, and the domain of differentiability of cot inverse x is R. You just need to remember the domain of cos inverse and cot inverse. In that domain, it will be differentiable. Next question, find the derivative of cos inverse 3x. Now derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 by root 1 minus x squared. So d dx of cos inverse 3x will be minus 1 by root 1 minus 9x 3x the whole squared, which is 9x squared, into d dx of 3x, which is 3, that is minus 3 by root 1 minus 9x squared. Question 9. Find the derivative of sec inverse cosec x. Now derivative of sec inverse x is 1 by x root x squared minus 1. So derivative of sec inverse cosec x will be 1 by cosec x root cosec squared x minus 1 into d dx of cosec x, that is minus cosec x cot x. That will give you minus cosec x cot x by cosec x. Now root of cosec squared minus 1 is cot squared x, and root of cot squared x is cot x. So everything gets cancelled and you get the answer as minus 1. Next question, find the derivative of sec inverse cosec x. Now, okay, next question, if y equal to sine inverse cos x plus 3 cosec inverse sec x, find dy by dx. So y equal to sine inverse cos x plus 3 cosec inverse sec x, dy by dx is derivative of sine inverse is 1 by root 1 minus x squared. So it will be 1 by root 1 minus cos squared x into d dx of cos x, which is minus 3 sine x, plus 3 derivative of cosec inverse x is minus 1 by x root x squared minus 1. So it will be minus 1 by sec x root secant squared x minus 1 into d dx of sec x is sec x tan x. That will give you minus sin x by root 1 minus cos squared x. 1 minus cos squared x is sin squared x. Root of sin squared x is sin x. Minus 3, now secant squared x minus 1 is tan squared x. Root of that is tan x. So the sec x gets cancelled anyway, and you get minus 3 tan x by tan x. The sin x and tan x gets cancelled, so you get the answer as minus 1 minus 3, which is minus 4. So you have to practice each slide with me, each step with me, and do let me know if you need any help. The only way you can excel in maths is through practicing. And the next session will talk more about inverse trigonometric functions derivatives. Thank you.